Hello everybody, this is my first video for YouTube. I'm very sorry that I haven't uploaded a video yet. It's been, I think it's about 2 days now since I've created the channel and not put a video up. But I'm sorry for making you lot wait. What I'm going to be doing is just going to be entertaining you really with card tricks, tutorials, tutorials on the flourishes and everything. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, let's get down to it very quick. This first video is not going to be any card tricks, I'm sorry to say, and it's not going to be any tutorials on anything yet, because this first video is just going to be me showing you the decks of cards that I have and the decks of cards that I'll be using to show you the magic tricks and tutorials for them if I get enough subscribers and comments, you know, etc., and the flourishes and everything. Okay, so hope you enjoy this video. Shortly after, I'll be uploading my first video, which will contain a trick. Okay, I promise. I promise. Yeah, so let's get down to it quickly. Basically, what I have here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decks of blue-backed standard bicycle playing cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now these are really nice cards. In fact, all of the cards that I have are almost bicycle playing cards because I just love the feel of them. They're so they've got a lovely finish. They fan really nice, and they spread. They fan really nice. They've just got a nice standard design, nice back. It's very easy to use these cards with. Very easy to use. So. This is what I recommend you do. Instead of going out and buying just one deck, I recommend you go out and buy at least 3 of the same at the same time, because as you can see, like I have, I've got 1, 2 and 3 that are still in the wrappers, and I just keep these for safekeeping, just in case I lose a card or I need an extra card or something. Yeah, I put them safe, and I keep 2 decks open. 1 if I can, 2 if I need. 2 decks open for double cards, double-sided cards, etc. You know, can make my own gimmicks and stuff. Yeah, that's what I do. So that's what I recommend you do when you go out and buy cards, any sort of cards. In fact, just go out and buy 2 or 3 of the same decks. Anyway, that's my blue bicycle cards. Then we move on swiftly to my only red deck of bicycle cards. As you can probably tell, the condition of the box, by the condition of the box, that this deck is my oldest deck, but it's still in full working order. Very good card still. But yep, they're my red deck. Move on quickly to the black deck of bicycle cards. Just the standard cards, but just a black back. Nice to add to your collection. Move on to the green deck, which is very nice as well. Christmassy kind of feel to it, especially with the green and red. Holly. Then move on to the yellow deck. Now, you can't really, backs are kind of hard to see in this colour, but I promise you, like, when it gets, I know it's going to sound probably stupid, but when it gets like dark, I think these cards are kind of luminous because they light up. That you can see the backs quite clearly in the dark, which is really good because it adds like a kind of spooky kind of feel to it. So I definitely recommend the yellow deck of bicycle cards. Don't be fooled, you can't really see it at the moment, but in the dark or when there's light that's not so bright, you can see the backs more clearly. Next we move on to the 2 mini decks that I have. I've got the red and blue bicycle mini decks. These are exactly half the size of the normal bicycle cards, as you can see, and you can see that way, exactly half the size of the deck. So I'll be showing you some cool tricks with these 2 mini decks as well. Next we move on to the only deck that I have that is Tally-Ho back. It's a nice Tally-Ho fan back, very nice as well. Nice spread, easy spreadable, easy spread, easy fan, etc. Yeah, very nice cards to have. I'm definitely going to get some more Tally-Ho backs, yep, in due course. Next we move on to the more kind of interesting kind of cards. still bicycle, but firstly I think it's called the reverse blue deck. This deck is nice. The backs are nice. The fronts are quite nice as well, as you can tell, but the only problem is that every card is like that. As you can see, that's a spade, and if we go to a diamond, 5 of diamonds, you can't really tell the difference much when you first look. So there is a bit of a problem when you're trying to perform tricks and a spectator is trying to memorise a card, and you go through the deck and you see the opposite card and they think that's their card. So this is a nice deck, I think, to like add to a colour changing card trick. Yeah, but it's still a nice deck. I think I paid about £3 to £4 for this deck, but it's a very nice deck. Yep, that's the reverse blue deck, I think. Next is the Twilight deck, which is very nice, bit darker. As you can see, it's like a green and blue kind of finish at the back, just same as still standard bicycle backs, but just a different colour to it. Next we move on to probably my favourite deck. It's called the black and silver deck, I think. Very nice design, as you can see there. This is just an advertising card, but you can see there. Then we move on. That's another advertising card. Your 7. The black cards are just standard, but then we move on to like the hearts and diamonds are all like silver, and the faces are quite unique. They're quite enlarged, kind of, but they're very nice. I definitely recommend them. It's called the black and silver deck, I think. Yep, very nice deck. Next we move on to the ghost deck, which is very nice. Quickly show you the difference between that's the black card, like the clubs and spades, and that is the red card, the hearts and diamonds. The only bit of red is the 2 corners. That creates a very kind of spooky kind of feel to it. And they're the backs, very nice, unique backs, all white, just the black outlines. Very nice deck. Next is move on to completely opposite colour, all black, nice Master Shadow deck, very nice. I'll be doing some reviews on decks that I bought as well, if you guys want me to. I'll tell you where to get them from. Just leave some comments and questions, or email me and I'll get back to you. Next we quickly move on to the Prestige deck, which is the gold and silver deck. Very nice. I paid £18 for this, but it's worth it. Next move on to the trick decks now, the magic deck trick decks. Next it's a card box in card case vanish trick. I'll show you about that. Next move on is the stripper deck, which is very good. You need that in your collection. Svengali deck, invisible deck, which is really good. David Blaine uses this. Brainwave deck, which is just almost identical to the invisible deck, but just their spectator's card is a different colour to the rest of the deck. Next we move on to the mental photography deck, which is probably one of the best trick decks that you can buy. Very unique. I did this to my nan a couple of weeks ago and she was very confused and very flabbergasted with it. It's very good. That's what you want to get out of a spectator when you perform a card trick. And lastly we have kind of a rare kind of deck called the knockout deck, which is very good. I've tried everywhere to get this, finally got it. I'll be showing you a trick with this very soon, and tutorial if I get enough subscribers and comments. But that's it, folks. That's all the decks of cards that I have, and they're all the decks of cards that I'll be doing tricks. I'll be showing tricks to you, and I hope you enjoyed the first video. The second video will be coming out very shortly. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next.